Well, we saw an image of Apocalypse. We saw the tweet that was put out. Are there horsemen coming? Is the data mine correct about Pestilence coming? Are they going to address the crashes, the bugs? Is there going to be information on Grand Tournament? Will this block finally fix Magneto's balls? Let's go to the live strike time reaction. Let's turn up the volume here so we can hear Cerebro.
Until I was imprisoned by a new kind of adversary.
Who are they?
But while I slumber, I dream of the future. One with the warriors I need.
All right.
Power I will use.
Get your guesses in, Valley Club. It is time.
Entire multiverse. An age.
There he is. First appearance of Apocalypse. Nature Boy Colno, what is up, guys? All right, there's the ad. Now let's see what the video is.
Marvel Strike Force fans, and welcome to this very special edition of Strike Time, where you are going to meet the people behind some of the big announcements in our 2022 preview blog. To grab a big bowl of popcorn and your favorite libation, because we have 3 interviews to get to with insights from some of the minds that help bring the game to life.
All right, what are we getting? Is the blog post up?
All right, let's kick off these interviews. Mr. Sean Dugan, our creative director. I believe this is your first appearance here on Strike Time. Welcome.
It is. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you inviting me onto the show.
Yeah, creative director, big role. Could you let our players know just a little bit about what you do on the team?
Sure. You know, I like to think of my role as like I am trying to make sure that the game is filled with awesomeness. Now, what does that actually mean, right? So my role is to make sure that the game we have is a great game and it is true to the Marvel experience. That when you think of Marvel, epic action, superheroes, supervillains, all those cosmic clashes, that we're trying to deliver that in game. So it's a blend of how our game design looks, taking into account the visual style, and make sure that they all come together in this mixture that is truly delivering on Marvel and everything that a Marvel fan wants in a game.
Yeah, I would say
they both, you guys are right, they both look very, very tired.
Expectations and
managing the bugs.
Speaking of which,
all right,
we have now officially announced that one of the most infamous supervillains in all of Marvel, Apocalypse, is coming to the game, and that this is going to be a big epic.
This is the 2022 version of Silver Surfer, ladies and gentlemen.
How would you
and
say
symbiote
that
Spider-Man
the team is handling the creative process, and how are we going to unfold this big saga?
Well, we're bringing Apocalypse to the game, the big A, right? So this is a big deal. And so we didn't want to just come up with something that was totally familiar. I mean, the game is great and people kind of know things like the way we've done Dark Dimension and, various game modes, but we wanted to raise the bar. We wanted to create something that is even better. So we've invested in kind of new variations. So
this is this year's version of symbiote Spider-Man from 2020 when the community was angry.
And this is all
they released symbiote Spider-Man. Then last year, Silver Surfer was the break the glass in case of emergency. This year, it is Apocalypse to recover from their holiday.
So you mentioned there a little bit about iteration. I might even use the word evolving. How are you and the team thinking about the Apocalypse saga differently than a number of the events and features that we've done in the past?
Well, we're trying to put more control in the players' hands for what they're doing. I mean, we're going to have some familiar elements where you need to craft certain teams and they're going to be good for different things. But we also wanted to create some game modes where the players will have some controls over what they do. They can create certain challenges themselves. They can up or decrease the difficulty, make the play experience a little bit more their own as they're going on this epic journey with Apocalypse.
Now, I know we can't get too specific here, but would it be possible for you to just peel back the curtain a little bit and talk about how we were working with Marvel to kind of create some of these unique elements on the take of the Apocalypse saga for Marvel Strike Force?
Well, working with Marvel is great. Marvel is
all right. I'm looking at the blog.
Both,
They mentioned pestilence, famine, war, death.
From a practical standpoint, they're always working with us.
As of me browsing through it right now, no mention of who these horsemen are going to be.
History in like comics and film and animated shows and all this kind of thing.
Yep.
We were encouraged to create our own take on Apocalypse. So the Apocalypse that we're doing is really a part of the world, the game building world that we created for Marvel Strike Force. And then the horsemen that are a part of that world, they're going to be true to the spirit of previous iterations of horsemen that you've seen, but also there's going to be some new wrinkles, some new takes on it that I think are going to surprise a few folks and hopefully delight.
So let's expand on that just a little bit more before we get to some of the interviews that we've got today. Is there anything else kind of regarding our overarching design philosophy for 2022 that you think is worth
All right,
mentioning?
there's a lot of fluff in this.
Well, I think the thing that I would really emphasize is that on the design team, we play the game, we enjoy the game. So we're there with the players. And so what we're trying to do is make the game interesting for everybody. We want to up the bar. We want to like bring it to a new level. So, it'd be easy to sit on your laurels. And
all right,
this is familiar, but we really
there's not a lot here.
Creating
why don't we switch to the blog post? I think that's going to be a little more interesting. We'll come back to this if there's anything of substance here.
Have the Cosmic Crucible.
All right. The blog post is up. Welcome to 2021. The Marvel Strike Force development team is excited to share a number of announcements about the upcoming features and schedule this year. The dev team is focused on creating new experiences with the delight and surprise of players like never before. Are they talking about the bugs? Are we talking about the bugs here? That was some surprises. Some old content getting some bugs. Let's dive into 2022. All right, so just off the bat, this is a lot better than the road ahead for 2021, the first one, which talked about questions and all these. All right, Age of Apocalypse. All right, let's go back to the blog. Looks like Sean Hyde
thank you so much
Moyer,
for being here. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Designer.
Sure. I'm kind of a generalist. I design features. I work on economy sometimes.
They're complementing
each
each
other.
other.
Does the spreadsheets.
The spreadsheets. What are some of the other things that you've worked on in the past in the game that our players
All
might
right,
be
I think there's a
familiar
lot of fluff in the beginning.
with?
Let's move back to the blog post, guys. Sorry, this video's all over the place. I wasn't expecting a strike time going along with this blog post. So, all right, Elsa Bernur is known by many names, but you probably know him as the infamous supervillain Apocalypse. Players will embark on an epic journey to find, confront, and eventually unlock Apocalypse. But of course, to even even have the hope of finding Apocalypse, you must first discover and recruit the legendary Four Horsemen. For such an epic quest, the dev team have reimagined how these legendary characters will be unlocked in a fresh new experience befitting their fabled stature. So I guess there goes all the information. There goes all the mythic legendaries and all that stuff. We're getting them introduced in a new way. Let's see what it is. New event mode. In order to unlock these legendary horsemen, players will get to engage in a few new an all-new game mode, Scourge Events. Is that what the infestation event is coming? Is that what it is? All right, we'll embark on a challenge to clear 10 subsequent connected nodes called a run, similar to Dark Dimension, but with some unique twists. So it's kind of like that Pocket Dimension, I guess. Please note that the details in this image are not necessarily final and subject to change. All right, so this is the image right here, expected run. So it looks similar to Dark Dimension, like they're describing. Some crazy enemies here. Players can customize their challenges by selecting the level of difficulty from 1 to 10. The lower difficulty allows players to use a broader range of characters, while higher difficulties will narrow the character traits that can be used. For the first Scourge event, players engaging the higher difficulty will need the Web Warriors and or Dark Hunters. That is why with the infestation upcoming, we could get Spider Punk shards, we could get some select Dark Hunter shards, at least according to the data mine. So that makes sense. All right, so we could use Dr. Voodoo, not in the game yet, Morbius, not in the game yet, Ghost Rider, Elsa, Bloodstone, to battle certain nodes of those higher levels. We'll announce the full details of all 10 nodes requirements, including the name and kits of the first horseman in the coming weeks. All right, it is settled. We don't know the name of the first horseman there. All right, the twist is that players can also activate a variety of effects called Scourges that will either bolster their enemy's team or cause detrimental effects to your team. Players can toggle on a number of Scourges, mix and match for an active run. The more difficult Scourges, the more points that will be earned. All right, what are we earning these points for? Scourge Events will be active for 10 days under an initial introduction, then for 5 days each subsequent time it repeats. In time the Scourge Events are active, players can make an unlimited attempts to try to achieve their best single run at the highest difficulty level. Get the point value Scourges alive, thus earning the most points. Those points will unlock milestone rewards tied to lead. Man, this sounds so complicated. This sounds way so complicated, guys. Anything but more blitzing, it says Hornet. Yeah. All right, those points will unlock milestone rewards tied to leadership rewards. Both will grant character shards for the new legendary horseman. I hope this is fun. At this point right now, it sounds like a lot of grinding, guys. At any point in your run, you have all right, so you got commanders, you got these leaderboards here, milestone and rankings there. All of these are scheduled to change though. The run, the difficulty. All right, and here's some of these challenges. Enemies gain 10%. Oh, the Scourges. So you can choose what you want. When a player AI character gains stealth, they also gain taunt. Okay. Adding the modifiers to gain more points. All right, and this is what the points do. Getting the milestone. At any point in your run, you have the option of starting over. Resetting the run will clear the progress made on the nodes and set your characters to full health. So I guess they've learned from some of the bugs in Dark Dimension that they're giving us the option to reset instead of having to go to customer service to reset. The players' teams will heal after completing or resetting a run, so you don't need to wait 24 hours like in Dark Dimension. All right, that's good. All right, so these are the scores. New high score. The Scourge Events for each of the legendary 4 horsemen will be released individually and gradually over the course of 2022. These 4 events will lead up to a series of challenges different than the Scourge event featuring Apocalypse, which will require that you unlock all 4 of the horsemen and some additional requirements to add into your roster. What do you think these additional requirements are, ladies and gentlemen? $10 million in credit card sales? We'll see. I think if you could figure out who all the horsemen are yet, think again. Working closely with Marvel Entertainment, we've written and developed some new take on the story of Apocalypse and the identities of the 4 horsemen specifically for Marvel Strike Force, so it could be anyone. All right, so the canon from the comics, throw that out. Throw all of it out. It could be anybody. It could be Gambit and Rogue. It could be some other guys. It could be anybody. Doesn't even need to be mutants according to this because they're writing their own story. So leave your guesses in the comments, guys. Rolf is getting Star Wars Galactic Legends flashback. Not good. Uh-oh. Is that what this is similar to? I haven't played Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes to know. All right, so this is the latest update. This is what the site looks like now. We see this. We see the movie of Apocalypse. We see the 4 horsemen there. Actually, let me move this so we can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are they? This guy looks big. There was a rumor of Hulkbuster. You think it's Hulkbuster? This one's probably Oli. This one's Arn. And then we got Tully and Rick there. I think that's the correct answers there. All right, so Marvel Strike Force and MSF.gg. Speaking of websites, there's a big update currently in the works for MarvelStrikeForce.com. Is it an API for all of the players? In the coming weeks, likely next week, you'll start to see additional features there, including the ability to create your basic player accounts, view milestone progress, event calendars, and the option to purchase special offers. Oh, they had to have that. They had to have that. Those are even more of features planned for later in the year. We'll keep you posted on these. And yes, we still have the intention of following through with the development of the API to eventually allow importing of player profiles to MarvelStrikeForce.com and MSF.gg. Much of the preliminary work has been completed. We're moving on to the final stages of development. Going back here, you're talking about the ability to see your account, view progress, and the option to purchase special offers. Put your tinfoil hats on, ladies and gentlemen. Is this why the Google Play points and all that was removed? Because this is their own store. All right, we've also recently made an announcement to the community website, creator website at msf.gg with its creators, now officially part of Scopely and Boundless. The admins are currently working on some improvements to the website, including categories for the meta page, like most common war defense team and most defensive teams that are punched down on the most. Okay, that's interesting. I'm curious to see what this is going to be, though, this store and all that stuff. And I guess that's leading to the big thing that all of us want, is that real API that we can see our rosters, export our rosters on the screen. All right, the new PvP mode Grand Tournament. The second 2021 preview, we announced the production had begun on a brand new tournament-style game mode. We're happy to announce the name of that feature, Cosmic Crucible. All right, not Grand Tournament anymore. From now on, Cosmic Crucible. Development of this feature is on track. We're working on setting up a playtest with the upcoming weeks with over 100 players. They'll get their hands on the feature and provide feedback. This is what it looks like now. Young Avengers vs. Infinity Watch. In the meantime, we have to do some additional details we can share with you, but please keep in mind, these are subject to change prior to release. All right, so I guess all of this depends on the playtest, how that goes. All right, players are grouped into 8-person brackets based on their matchmaking rating during the Swiss-style tournament. What is a Swiss-style tournament? Is that like a normal tournament? Players are matched against players in every other round, a trial. All right, so this is different. Players have 6 defense teams to attack 6 defense teams and attack the defense of the opponents during the time when they're at 6. That sounds like very few. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though. Tournaments will be grouped into seasons, each of which is expected to have its own set of rewards and changes to the rule set. Matchmaking will be based on a rating style system and players separated into divisions based on their wins and losses. Players win rounds by defeating more rooms than their opponent. It's very similar to war. So sounding like a 1v1 war. Swiss style is a knockout tournament. Okay, thank you, Brother Ralph. Players earn victory points by defeating enemy teams, which are used to determine the winner in a case of a tie. In case of a tie, victory points. The player that initiated the fewest number of attacks wins. All right, so efficiency. They're going for efficiency. That's what we wanted from war. They're looking like they're going for that, and I can't remember the name. Cosmic Crucible is the new name. All right, if in a tie, the number of wins, the player with the highest TCP of teams used wins. Wait, that's not efficient. I guess they got to throw a bone to the whales. You just have a lot of teams. Just use the highest TCP teams win. All right, the matchmaking is very important on this. This is that's the first thing that's giving me a question. Hopefully in the playtest this is ironed out and it's stuff. That's only a tiebreaker scenario. I know that's what they use for war though. I wish they would figure another kind of tiebreaker system. Seasons will have global rules that grant certain bonuses to all rooms. There'll also be a room rules that grant specific bonuses or apply restrictions to combat in a certain room. All right. Hopefully a lot of those rooms are no heroes for hire in any of them. There'll also be room rules. We read that. There'll be a limited number of times that players can attack a room. There will not be unlimited attempts. Oh, interesting. So if you get stuck on an initial room, you might not make it to the next one. If it's stuff, there will be a number. Rewards will be granted based on your division. The higher division placement, the better rewards you earn. So kind of like your league in the war season. More details regarding the content of rewards have been yet to be established, but we do intend them to do orange and teal gear. All right, so this looks like it's going to be after, late March. The team is working hard to get this brand new mode into players' hands as soon as possible. As the mode goes live, we plan on making further improvements and look forward to hearing the players' feedback to influence its additions and changes. Please keep in mind that the info is subject to change prior to release. We'll keep you updated as development process and launch date approaches. All right, nice. All right, we'll see what happens with this. In the previous blog, they said 6.0, which usually indicates a big feature, big mode, is coming late March. So the timing of this is probably late March, at least as of that blog post writing a little while back. All right, costumes. The art team is firing at all cylinders to bring new costumes to your favorite characters in each. Why aren't they allocating some of the man hours in art to QA and fixing these bugs? They're working very hard on the art, but what about the bugs? What is the bug, Scopely? All right, I gotta say, I like these costumes though. The Moon Knight, Mr. Knight, Black Bolt, Strike Anniversary, and Storm the Classic. I love this. I love this. This is the Storm I wanted in the game, not the Punk Storm. This is fine. This is cool, but Storm. We need to implement some game mode that isn't forced PvP. We'll see what this is. Hopefully it's fun and it's like not forced. It's just like, oh, this is more fun. All right, more Avengers Towers improvements. We just finished season 2 earlier this week. Let's see what's coming in season 3. The further improvements to Avengers Towers that will come in the coming months. All right, maybe not in season 3, but in the few months. The ability to filter out certain characters that are used from being shown up. They said this last time. They said this would be implemented in season 2. Now it's in the coming months. What is that crap? These blogs are getting less and less reliable. My goodness. A dedicated save squad tab. All right, that's good. Having to cycle through your blitz teams is not good for Avengers Tower. Surfacing the cooldown timer next to on cooldown on the disabled tab button. Surfacing the cooldown timer next to the on cooldown on the. I have no idea what that means, but I guess that's a good thing. We'll continue to look for opportunities to improve Avengers Tower experience. Economy improvements. What is happening with this? Hopefully there's a teal war orb. One of the biggest pieces of feedback from players in 2021 surrounding the minion characters from 6 and red star orbs. Are they finally removing them? As those orbs are highly valuable, the feedback from most players that they prefer not to have minions drop there. The near future will be moving all minions from 6 and 7-star elite orbs. Woo! Yes, we don't need those trashy minions in there. Finally, it only took 2 years to make a little change to this system. That was since the last update to the Red Star system. Additional slots will be added to elite supplies as well, so if you're looking to buy a Red Star promotion for a specific character, they'll be more likely to appear. I don't know. It depends how many slots they're adding. We're getting more and more characters. The chance of your character getting there and appearing in the store is getting less and less and less. This is good, but I think they could go way farther with this. With the conquest of Dark Dimension 5, we want more players to be able to make it through orange gear tiers and into teal gear. Over the next major version releases, you'll start to see the following changes. Finder offers for superior mini uniques priced in power cores. Oh, so exciting, Scopely. You really know how to invigorate the player base. Yes, offers. Whoa, offers coming. That's how we're going to get more teal gear. Hope the rest of these bullet points are just as exciting as this. Adjustments to the Doom campaign. So every superior unique can be found on 2 campaign nodes. That's orange gear. And so which mini unique you need for 15 or 18 copies don't appear on nodes that cost 20 energy. All right, that's good. That's good. Additional pieces of gear in the battle pass. Oh yeah, so we can buy more. It's just as good as that first blog. Woo! Additional ways to earn teal gear through new and existing game modes. So vague. I love this. I love this. All right. Oh, it's actually not a spell check. It's not a spell check, Justin. This is the highlight stuff here. All right. Quality of life improvements. In addition to new content and features. Wait, the features is we could buy more teal gear here, and we could, in the battle pass, and we could buy more teal gear in the power cores. This trashy battle pass. That's how we get it. All right, quality of life improvements. In addition to new content features, we have a number of improvements that are planned will make a regular play experience more streamlined, more enjoyable. Event campaigns are having their difficulty reworked. A large number of commanders have grown stronger over the years. The hard difficulty of our event campaigns have become a little too trivial for them. We want to ensure that events continue to be fun and engaging experience for all levels of players. To do that, we're considering the current medium easy into one new easy difficulty, moving the hard missions down to take medium's place, and a new, more challenging difficulty curve with new rewards that will now be on the top of current. All right, I've been asking for a harder difficulty for a little while. I didn't want it to screw newer players though that couldn't finish that harder difficulty. So I was hoping this would be more just to play with your characters and stuff like that. I hope this doesn't screw newer players though, and mid-game players. That's what I'm fearful of right now. If your team hasn't quite ready to take on this challenge, there's no need to worry. The rewards for hard aren't changed. All right, that's good. That's good. As part of this rework, if you complete these missions, you'll still earn the first-time rewards for the hard missions. There's no need to play both. We'll have the details on this new top-end difficulty and related rewards soon. I was asking for this to be like trivial rewards, but a difficulty that is like, hey, this is challenging for me. I want to go and play this because I want to have fun. I don't know if that's what they're doing here. I don't know if that's what the entire community wants, but that's what I wanted. I just wanted to be able to play and have fun with the new characters in a new campaign. We'll see what happens with this though. Quick alliance option active at level 50 to allow you to reach your alliance management a donation screen without having to load the helicarrier first. This is not available to everyone. This is available at certain levels. Why isn't this available to everyone as soon as you join an alliance? Why is it option at level 50? Unless that's when you're able to join an alliance. I don't know. It's been a while. Advanced option to hide save squads that do not contain characters that can be used in an event or selecting a squad to use for. All right, that's good. That's good. I noticed, I mean, that in Blitz, it does that a lot automatically, but I guess in raids, this will help. Certain war, if you've already used those characters, that'll help. Or if you have them on defense, that's what I'm assuming this will be for. Auto battle will toggle on if on raid battles on the left side for a fraction of a minute. The feature can be disabled. So no raid sim, they're just letting us auto it. So spending more time getting that valuable screen time metric that they're looking for. Updated rewards for the achievements linked to login X days. All right, so no more Hulk shards for winning 5,000 arena battles. It's about damn time, Scopely. All right, Austin's prediction for the Four Horsemen. Squirrel Girl, Kingpin, Soldier Zero, Mr. Incredible. All right, any other predictions? There are several other. Oh, filter the roster by non-minion. All right, that's good. And expand the ability to equip all gear to lower level players. Was this not it for all players? What? All right, well, I'm glad they're extending this to more players. There are several even more exciting features content coming in 2022. Are they talking about surprise bugs? Because that's where my mind is leading. Especially around the 4-year anniversary of Marvel Strike Force in March and April, will continue to give you updates in the weekly Friday blog post and release dates for our new content and feature draws next. On behalf of our entire Boundless Entertainment studio, thank you for playing with us, and we look forward to sharing a incredible year with you. Hopefully that is a year that they can finally fix the bugs. All right, Rolf, Nobu, Kree Noble, Winter Soldier, and Rocket Raccoon. All right, those are interesting guesses based on the silhouettes that we saw here, that we're seeing here. This one must be Rocket. This one right, this guy right here must be Rocket. All right, weekly events. What is happening here? What are we getting? We knew about Omega Red, the Red Death. Wait. Wait. Now it's on the 27th of February? Last week's blog post said it's going to be the 28th of February. All right, it's starting a little early, guys. Starting on Sunday instead of Monday. All right, the Dark Dimension City Winter Poll Anti-Venom. All right. That was wrong, too. It's supposed to be global. Then it was supposed to be cosmic. We got a city, though, instead. All right, Wakanda Nation bonus event. We have Kate Bishop's second run and Chaos Theory coming back. All right. That is it. That is the blog post. That is the road ahead. 2 female and 2 male. Yeah, that's what it looks like here, right? What are the guesses? Mobile Gamer, Reminex, Valiant Philosopher. Oh, Howard the Duck. All kinds of crazy guesses in the comments. Guys, let me know. Leave your guesses in the comments. That's all we got for now, Valley Club. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I think we got some videos coming out this weekend as well for the channel. So stay tuned. And we'll be back next week as usual with the Monday mailbag. So if you want to get your question potentially featured on there, make sure that you are a member of the Discord. Look for the mailbag settings there, or the mailbag channel there, to get your question in. Blog post. I think there's some things that I could be kind of excited about. I'm very questioned about the new legendaries and all that, but Apocalypse on the game, that is good. The Grand Tournament, looks like there's some positive, some negative things. I can't wait to try that playtest server, give my feedback, and hopefully the negative elements they fix and the positive elements they keep. No Teal War Orb. Oh, that was big. Why are we getting that? We got that. We could buy more Teal gear from Power Accords. We could buy more with Real-Time Arena. They have undisclosed ways. Maybe that's the Teal War Orb that they're not telling us yet. The countdown for Omega Red still has them on Monday. All right, so one of the blog posts is incorrect. Either last week's that said the 28th or this week's that say the 27th. Something is going on with the blog post. All right, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy. Very cautious though, especially with all the bugs and crashes going on. That'll be the ultimate thing that they need to fix. But that's all we got for now, Valley Club. I will see you guys hopefully this weekend. And we got a lot more content coming. Make sure if this video was helpful, you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and share this with all your friends. And I hope you have a great weekend. Give me that Hulk fist bump before you go. Oh yeah, ValleyFlyin out.